Oke, bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good morning, everyone.
Morning,
How are
Mom.
you today?
I'm fine, thanks.
Okay, it's good. Nice to hear that you are good. Before we start our class today, let's pray together so that what we learn can give us more information, more knowledge, and can give more useful for us in the future. To lead the prayer, I want Maulud. Maulud, please lead the prayer for us.
Okay, let's pray together.
Okay, thank you so much, Maulud. And who's absent today?
Faisal Cando, Parlinda Inga, Gracela, Ibda, Muhaimin, Rahmat, Yunus, Rahmit Pawane, Siti Hawa Badada, Yusri Lotar, Six Mom.
Okay. Selain beside Yusri Lotar, the others, why they didn't attend the class?
Bad connection, Mom.
Okay, thank you. Okay, it's fine. Now, before we start, I wanna give you 5 minutes to read anything you want. You can read an article, you can read watching a video, you can listen to music maybe. Okay, the 5 minutes begin now. Okay, are you done? Have you done? What did you read?
I read an article about coronavirus.
Oh, you read an article about coronavirus. Okay. Some of you read the article about coronavirus. Some of you read maybe read a book, read your material. It's fine. Now, are you ready for our class today? Apakah kalian siap untuk pembelajaran kita hari ini?
Siap,
Are you ready?
Iya, Bu.
Suaranya yang kencang. Are you ready?
Ready.
Okay,
Ready, Mom.
thank you so much. So, but before we start, I want to ask you, what did we learn last week?
Personal letter, ma'am.
Okay, personal letter about what? Tentang apanya?
About definition of personal letter, social function of personal letter.
Okay, thank you so much. Today we are going to learn about new text. It's not about it's not about personal letter again, but we are going to move into a new material. So I want you to pay attention and see on your screen. Can you show this slide on your screen? Bisa lihat ya?
Bisa.
Okay, and then next, today we are going to learn about analytical exposition text. Based on the basic competence 4.1, 4.1, 4.1, and 4.1.2. You can read it on your screen. This is the basic competence, and then for your information, it's based on the COVID curriculum. So, jadi ini kita pakai kurikulum COVID ya. And then the most important thing I want to tell you right now is the learning objective of this class. At the end of this class, all of us, I hope all of you can understand the definition and the social function of analytical exposition text. You can analyze the expositional elements in analytical exposition text, and then you can read the analytical exposition text loudly, of course. Okay, now my question is, have you ever heard about analytical exposition text before? Kalian pernah dengar tentang teks eksposisi analitis belum sebelumnya?
Belum, Ibu.
And then, what kind of text did you know?
Narrative text and descriptive text.
Okay. Also, you know about the narrative text and descriptive text. It's fine. Now, today, as I have told you before, we are going to learn about analytical exposition text so that you can know what is analytical exposition text, what is the social function of analytical exposition text, and then, of course, you can read the analytical exposition text. And what you have to do today is you are going to discuss with your friend again. At the main point, you will discuss with your friend. Kalian akan berdiskusi nanti. You will discuss with your friend about analytical exposition text. Okay, let's start. The first, what is analytical exposition text? Apa sih itu analytical exposition text? The definition of analytical exposition text: a text elaborate the writer's idea about the phenomenon surrounding. Jadi pengertiannya teks eksposisi analitis itu adalah sebuah teks yang dapat mengelaborasi atau menyatukan, mengumpulkan ide-ide penulis tentang fenomena yang terjadi di lingkungan sekitarnya. Okay, and then the social function. What is the social function of analytical exposition text? Apa sih fungsinya dari teks eksposisi analitis itu? There are two functions of analytical exposition text. The first is to persuade the reader that the idea is important matter, and then to analyze the topic that the thesis or opinion is correct by developing an argument to support it. Jadi ada dua di sini fungsinya teks eksposisi analitis. Yang pertama itu adalah untuk mempersuasi atau membujuk pembaca kalau misalnya sesuatu itu penting, ada satu masalah itu penting untuk dibahas atau diangkat. Dan yang kedua itu adalah untuk menganalisis topik-topik dari tesis atau opini yang diangkat juga dengan mengembangkan argumen atau pendapat untuk mendukung topik dari tesis atau opini yang diangkat itu. Okay, and then next, there are what are the elements in analytical exposition text? Apa saja sih elemen-elemen dalam analytical exposition text? In analytical exposition text, you will find two elements. The first is fact and the second one is arguments. Let's start with the fact. What is fact? Facts are the real events that actually exist or occur in analytical exposition text. Facts are used to reinforce the writer's idea to make them more convincing to the reader. And then facts can be in the form of evidence, data, and real events. Jadi, apa itu fakta? Fakta itu adalah kejadian yang benar-benar nyata atau terjadi. Ya kan, di dalam teks eksposisi analitis itu, fakta itu digunakan untuk memperkuat ide penulis tentang sesuatu. Ya kan, fakta itu bisa bentuk evidence, bukti, data, atau juga real events atau kejadian-kejadian nyata. And then the second one is argument. Arguments are also called opinions or ideas. The contents are statements that can be in the form of comments, rating, suggestion, encouragement, and persuasion to readers regarding a particular subject. Jadi arguments itu adalah arguments itu bisa juga disebut dengan opini atau ide. Bentuk-bentuk argumen seperti apa? Bisa berupa statement atau pernyataan. Lalu bisa juga kayak komentar-komentar, rating-rating di televisi, saran atau penguatan dan juga persuasi. Jadi itu masuk di dalam argumen. Jadi bisa ya, ada fakta, ada argumen. Kita tahu fakta kejadian nyata, argumen itu hanyalah maksudnya dia kayak pendapat yang digunakan untuk memperkuat fakta. Okay, and then I want you to watch the video. Maybe my explanation is not good enough, so I want you to watch the video below.
Fact. Noun. An honest observation. Fact. Noun. Something actual as opposed to invented. In this story, the Gettysburg Address is a fact, but the rest is fiction. Fact. Noun. Something which is real. Gravity is a fact, not a theory. Fact. Noun. Something which has become real. The promise of television became a fact in the 1920s. Fact. Noun. Something concrete used as a basis for further interpretation. Let's look at the facts of the case before deciding. Fact. Noun. An objective consensus on a fundamental reality that has been agreed upon by a substantial number of experts. There is no doubting the fact that the Earth orbits the Sun. Fact. Noun. Information about a particular subject, especially actual conditions and/or circumstances. The facts about space travel. Fact. Interjection. Used before making a statement to introduce it as a trustworthy one. Argument. Noun. A fact or statement used to support a proposition, a reason. Argument. Noun. A verbal dispute, a quarrel. Argument. Noun. A process of reasoning. Argument. Noun. Philosophy. A series of propositions organized so that the final proposition is a conclusion which is intended to follow logically from the preceding propositions, which function as premises. Argument. Noun. Mathematics. The independent variable of a function. Argument. Noun. Programming a value, or reference to a value, passed to a function. Argument. Noun. Programming a parameter in a function definition, an actual parameter, as opposed to a formal parameter. Argument. Noun. Linguistics. Any of the phrases that bears a syntactic connection to the verb of a clause. Argument. Noun. The subject matter of a discourse, writing, or artistic representation, theme or topic, also, an abstract or summary, as of the contents of a book, chapter, poem. Argument. Noun. Matter for question, business in hand.
Okay, you have watched the videos. Now let's take a look at the example of analytical exposition text. Here are the example of analytical exposition text. What kind of text that can, what kind of things that can be used as the example of analytical exposition text are: the first is legal defense, the second one is speech or lectures, the second one is letters, the third one is editorials, the fifth one is newspaper articles, and then political leaflets, and then essays, and then research report, and also scientific books. Now, let's see the example of analytical exposition text. The example of the text, yes. The title of the text is Smoking Good for Us. Sabila. Sabila, please read the first paragraph and then the second paragraph for us, please.
It's smoking good for you. Before we going to smoke, it is better to look at the fact. About 50,000 people die in every year in Britain as direct result of smoking. This is 7 times as many as die in road accidents. Nearly a quarter of smokers die because of diseases caused by smoking. 90% of lung cancer are caused by smoking. If we smoke 5 cigarettes a day, we are 6 times more likely to die of lung cancer than a non-smokers. If we smoke 20 cigarettes a day, the risk is 19 greater. 95% of people who suffer of bronchitis are people who are smoking. Smokers are 2.5 times more likely to die of heart disease than non-smokers.
Okay, thank you, Saudi. Thank you, Sabila, for reading the text for us. Okay, as you can see on your screen, you can see there are two colors, blue and red. For your information, the blue color is the example of fact, and then the red color is the example of arguments. Jadi seperti yang kalian lihat, ini ada dua warna. Yang saya kasih warna biru itu adalah contoh dari fakta. Ya kan, fakta-faktanya adalah sekitar 50.000 orang meninggal setiap tahunnya di Inggris karena merokok. Itu fakta. This is 7 times as many as die in road accidents. Jadi ini juga 7 kali lebih banyak ketimbang orang-orang yang meninggal di jalan raya. And then 90% of lung cancer are caused by smoking. Jadi 90% dari penyebab penyebab kanker paru-paru itu disebabkan oleh rokok. And then as you can see in the red colors, are the example of arguments. Jadi yang warna merah ini adalah contoh dari arguments. Oke, terima kasih Sabila. Ini contoh-contohnya argumen. Ini semua pendapat. If we smoke 5 cigarettes a day, we are 6 times more likely to die of lung cancer than a non-smoker. Jika misalnya kita merokok lebih dari 5 batang rokok sehari, ada kemungkinannya kita 6 kali lebih besar terkena lung cancer atau kanker paru-paru. Dan yang paling utama ini ada di smoking is really good for tobacco company because they do make much money from smoking habit. Smoking, however, is not good for everybody else. Jadi ini adalah pendapat di mana yang menyatakan merokok itu hanya bagus untuk pabrik rokok saja, sedangkan karena di situ mereka bisa menghasilkan banyak uang. Sedangkan merokok itu tidak bagus untuk kesehatan kita. If you have something that you don't understand from the explanation, from the videos, you can give your question to me now.
Saya, Bu.
Okay, please.
Why legal defense included in analytical exposition text?
Okay, thank you so much. Saudina question is why legal defense included in analytical exposition text? Because as you can see in a drama or in television that you watch or cinetron that you watch, you can see that a lawyer always defend their clients with some facts and arguments so that the judge can be on their side. Thank you so much for your question. And then here's what I want to tell you about how to analyze facts, how to analyze facts and arguments in analytical exposition text. As you can see on your screen, you can the first thing you have to do is read the whole paragraph or read the whole text. And then the second one is analyze each paragraph. And then after you analyze each paragraph, you can conclude what do you find in each paragraph. Do you find facts such as evidence, data, or real events, or do you find arguments like comments, ratings, suggestion, encouragement, and persuasion? This is the end of the explanation of our meeting today. Now it's time for you to discuss the question in your worksheet with your groups by using your WhatsApp group, and then prepare yourself to present the result of your discussion. See you in 15 minutes. The first group, please, Sabila, please with the, Saudina, please with the first paragraph for us.
It is a fact. Cyberbullying is when a person uses digital technology to intimidate, embarrass, humiliate, or harass another person. And then the cyberbullying happens in lots different ways, by mobile phone, text message, email, online games.
So many effects can be found in cyberbullying. Teenagers who have experience about cyberbullying can end up being bullied at school. Cyberbullying often leaves teenagers with low self-esteem, less interest in school, low academic achievement, depression, and in the extreme case, suicidal thoughts, because the victim of cyberbullying feel they have no safe place.
Okay.
So from this statement above, we know that cyberbullying can apa?
Okay. Ayun, please repeat after me. So from the statement above,
So from this statement above,
from the statement above, we know that
we know that
cyberbullying can happen at any time of the day and night, and also anywhere there is internet or mobile access. Okay, thank you, Ayun. Thank you so much. Okay, thank you so much for your presentation. A very nice result of your discussion. I love it. Most of you can define which one is arguments and which one is fact. Thank you so much. Clap for you. Tepuk tangan untuk kalian semua. And then now it's time for you. Now it's time for you to do your evaluation. Please finish your evaluation on your worksheet in the text too. You can finish it right now. Please finish the evaluation and submit it in our WhatsApp group. Okay. Thank you so much for finishing the evaluation. I want to ask you today, before we close our class, what did we have learned today? Apa yang telah kita pelajari hari ini?
Definition of analytical exposition text, and pengertian sosial function of analytical exposition text, dan bagaimana cara membedakan fakta dan argumen.
Okay, thank you so much. It's raining outside, but I really want to appreciate your attendance today. Thank you so much for attending this class today. What do you like about our class today?
We learn new things about analytical text.
Okay, thank you so much. We learn new things about analytical exposition text. Is there anything that you still don't understand about our learning material today?
No,
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, do you like it? Apakah kalian suka tentang pelajarannya kita hari ini? Do you like it about our learning material today?
yes.
Okay, thank you so much. Then, now I wanna ask you, what do you think about the plus and the minus of our class today? Menurut kalian, kekurangan dan kelebihan dari kelas kita hari ini itu apa?
Kekurangannya teman-teman yang kurang dan jaringannya yang kurang baik.
Oke, kalau kelebihannya?
Bisa dilakukan di mana saja dan kapan saja.
Oke, thank you so much, Saudina. Okay. Now, I want to remind you. Don't forget that you have homework in your handout. Yes, don't forget to submit it after this class or 2 days from now. Then, thank you so much for your attention today. Thank you so much for your attendance today, and I hope that all of you still in good condition, still in good mood. So and then don't forget to always pray. Jangan lupa terus berdoa. Don't forget to always pray for the glad blessing. And our class today, I want Paramita to lead the prayer for us. Paramita, please lead the prayer for us.
Kita mari pelajaran ini, marilah kita berdoa agama dan keyakinan kita masing-masing. Berdoa dimulai.
Okay, thank you so much. See you on the next meeting.